Good afternoon. I have the distinct pleasure and honor to welcome all of you to the Franklin Pierce University, New Hampshire Doctor of Physical Therapy hooding ceremony for the class of 2021. The DPT faculty and I are delighted to have our newest doctors of physical therapy back in their home away from home, the Manchester Center. For the first time since last June, and via Zoom for some of you. Hi guys on Zoom. We are pleased to have President Mooney, Provost Starrett, Dean Altabello, and our former program director, Mary Palaima, join us as well today. We welcome all of you and your families and friends viewing our ceremony. As it is live streamed, because we recognize without your families and friends being an integral part of your support and caring during this journey, you might not have successfully completed this rigorous program. Thank you all for joining us on the faculty's favorite day in your academic journey, earning your DPT. We greeted you on August 2018 as you arrived to begin this journey. All of you were seated in the North Amphitheater to my right, and that was during orientation, our second favorite day. And I told you then that you chose us and we chose you, and that you needed to work together, as we wanted all of you to join us for hooding in May of 2021. Well, here we are. Welcome home and congratulations, you did it. We are gladly able to hold this ceremony in person as we are healthcare providers, and we were the first program within the university to return to in-person learning last year on May 26th. Your white coat and pinning ceremony was the first in-person ceremony that the university held as well. It is due to our teamwork and diligence in following CDC's guidelines that has prevented the spread of COVID-19 in our house. And we have remained in person successfully. Student participation in our infection control efforts was critical, and thank you to Dr. Henry for leading our team in this effort. Many of you have just taken the NPTE. While others will sit the exam in July, we know that over 20 of you have passed, and others are still awaiting your results. We are 100% confident that you will be successful. You have collectively already touched and improved the lives of hundreds of people through the provision of skilled physical therapy while on your clinical experiences. You have practiced the art of caring and applied the evidence to the care plans that you have developed. Some of you have already contributed to the dissemination of knowledge, utilizing the skills and knowledge acquired on this journey, and others amongst you will do so in the future. On the personal side, as our students, you have had special events. Over the past 3 years, weddings, a new baby due any moment, engagements, and new relationships. Some of you have lost loved ones. Collectively, we have suffered the tragic loss of 2 members of your class. You have persevered and triumphed to be here and earned your place here today. We want to thank you all for choosing Franklin Pierce's New Hampshire DPT program. We want to remind you that you now join the ranks of DPT alumni, over 700 strong. We sincerely hope that this journey started 3 years ago will continue into a lifelong professional relationship. We ask that you keep us updated about your professional and personal lives. We offer that you please come back and share your expertise with future PT students as lab assistants, guest lecturers, and/or faculty. We request that you further commit yourselves professionally to helping mentor FPU students as clinical instructors for them. We are always in need of great clinical instructors, and many of our former students are those, and we expect you to do the same. Today is your rite of passage, as we hood you all here in person, while family and friends assist us in hooding those of you who have joined us virtually. We will also recognize students inducted into the Delta Phi Tau National Honor Society as they are hooded. We have 3 special awards to give out, and we will reiterate the physical therapy oath that you said at the end of pinning. And all PTs participating today, we ask them to take the oath with us as we celebrate your entry into our profession. As a faculty, our closing thoughts note that we are very proud of all of you and call you each our colleagues now. This grants you the right to address us by our first names instead of doctor. Going forward, please call me Anne, which will sound and feel strange initially to all of us, but it gets easier with time, and you have earned this right. I will now turn the floor over to Dr. Starrett, and we're so glad to see you all.
Nice to take the mask off. Well, good afternoon. I'm Dave Starrett. I am the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Franklin Pierce University, but you can call me Dave. Now that you've been allowed to do that, I'm from Southern California. Dave actually works really well for me. I'd like to extend my welcome to the students, families, and friends who've joined us today to celebrate the doctoral hooding of these graduates. I'd also like to welcome and thank the members of the Franklin Pierce University team who have worked to prepare students for this important event. Dean Maria Altabello, Ann Gentry, Director of the program, all the rest of the faculty and staff that have helped you all get here today. I just want to take a few minutes to talk to you about something important here. As Chief Academic Officer, one of the things that we're going to be seeing in the ceremony today is the induction of students into the Honor Society, and I want to just take a few minutes to talk to you a little bit about that Honor Society. The National Physical Therapy Student Honor Society was established by the American Council of Academic Physical Therapy, ACAPT, in 2018. The official signia for the Honor Society is known by the Greek letters Delta Phi Tau, DPT. The society was established to recognize current Doctor of Physical Therapist students who demonstrate excellence, integrity, and professionalism in areas of academic achievement, being in the top 25%, leadership, service or research, and demonstrate strong moral character, ethics, and the core values of the PT profession. Doctor of Physical Therapy students who apply and are selected must demonstrate excellence in all membership criteria. Inductees are individually selected by representatives from their respective ACAPT member educational institution. Franklin Pierce University's New Hampshire DPT program inducted 11 members of the class of 2020 as our first class inducted. This year, the NHDPT program has inducted 8 members of the class of 2021 who have met the criteria for induction into Delta Phi Tau. They are wearing their honor cords, which are made of 2 cords wrapped together in teal and gold for excellence as a student physical therapist. On a personal note, I do want to congratulate all of you for your accomplishment in the face of the global pandemic. We keep talking about this, but something none of us have ever experienced, and hopefully never again. And I commend all of you for having persevered and helped society compete and beat the pandemic, and be the first place, as Ann mentioned to you, the first place that was back on the ground and ready to go. We appreciate your help. We appreciate all that healthcare workers have done for us. So congratulations to you all, particularly in face of what you've had to overcome to accomplish your significant events of today. So please enjoy the rest of the program.
Good afternoon. Hi. You can call me, I'm kidding. I really am delighted to welcome you to this Franklin Pierce University ceremony in honor of our students completing their Doctor of Physical Therapy degrees. And I am Kim Mooney, president of Franklin Pierce University, and I am absolutely delighted to join you in person today at our Manchester Center. It's been how long since you've been here? June? Wow, I think my last trip here was long before that, so I'm really excited to be back and to see all of you and to see the faculty in person again. It means a lot to us. And on behalf of the entire Franklin Pierce University community, I extend our sincere congratulations to the class of 2021, not only for the outstanding work you did to accomplish and complete your doctorates, but for your personal sacrifices and perseverance as you did so, especially to pursue your academic and professional goals. There's been no shortage of challenges these past 14, 15 months, especially as you contended with unwelcomed disruptions, unusual detours, canceled or last-minute changes to your clinicals, and personal loss, all while navigating the necessary health mandates and, yes, health scares that come with coexisting with a pandemic, especially while working in a healthcare setting. I mean, you have done amazing work. And as a class, you've made an unusually arduous journey to this achievement that we celebrate today. And yet you persisted, and admirably, with a reputation among your faculty as hardworking, adaptable, close-knit, and yes, even a fun group of graduate students. I don't hear that descriptor often, so that's really a high compliment from your faculty. And as doctoral candidates in the Franklin Pierce DPT program, you completed demanding coursework, capstone research projects, and despite the cancellations and unexpected virtual experiences that I've heard about, you did complete full-time clinical rotations. And I know that there was tireless support from your clinical education faculty to help make that happen this past year. And these full-time clinical rotations took you all over, from Boston to Colorado to Alaska and places in between, in a range of specialties that always sound fascinating to me: orthopedics, rehabilitation, telemedicine, which looks to be more and more like our future. So good for you. But ultimately, all of this work, your coursework, your research, your clinical rotations, allowed you to probe the broader question, the laudable question: how can the science and art of physical therapy and my practice of physical therapy improve the outcomes and therefore the lives of people seeking treatment? That is a question you will ask yourselves and one another as lifelong colleagues on a daily basis going forward. And how exciting is that to think about, that you have one another to tap into over the years ahead for feedback, expertise, and just to have friends as a sounding board. So for this moment, what we're really here to do is think about and actually execute your hooding. This is a significant university and academic ritual. And since the inception of Franklin Pierce's Doctor of Physical Therapy program, we have hooded, and Anne, my numbers are different than yours. I was given the number over 850. But that may be because we've combined, that number combines both our New Hampshire physical therapy programs and our Arizona physical therapy programs. And this year, between the two programs, we are graduating 83 Doctor of Physical Therapy students, 33 from Goodyear and 50 from the Manchester Center. And that's a really impressive number. We like to hold this ceremony separately from commencement and other ceremonies because it does provide more time and attention to recognize the accomplishments of those who have earned Franklin Pierce's highest degree. And it's a longstanding tradition at universities around the world that your hooding today will be done by your faculty as a symbolic passing of the guard from one generation of doctorally prepared individuals to the next. And ceremonies like this hooding ceremony, are imbued with symbolism. And this is most evident by the robes you are wearing today, by the colors of the hoods you will be given, And I'll just say you've probably noticed already what's different. Only doctoral robes have velvet accents. Only doctoral robes include 3 chevrons on your sleeves. Your hoods represent the colors of Franklin Pierce University, Raven Nation, crimson and gray, and the teal border represents the discipline of physical therapy. So again, a lot of symbolism, and I really hope you leave here today, well, even if you don't walk out the door wearing it, I wouldn't blame you if you did. Why not let the world see and ask, why are you dressed like that? I've just earned my doctorate. How many times in life are you going to be able to say that to people? It's a big deal. It's a big, big deal. We're really proud of you. Please wear this regalia today with pride. May you get to wear it again in the future at some other point in time. And I hope it always helps you remember where you earned your doctorate when you look at the colors in the hood. You are always a member of Raven Nation. So congratulations to you, your faculty, your families, your loved ones who supported you throughout this life-defining journey. They are all, no doubt, as happy and proud as you are right now, really as we all are. I wish you the many successes and wonderful events of the future. You have surely earned them. My sincere congratulations. Thank you. I'm getting you a clean one.
All right, before we go on to the presentation of hoods, I just want to take a moment to remember our 2 classmates that passed. We lost Grace Orzechowski and Gregory Zervos in the past year. And we know that that was hard for all of you, as it was for all of us. So let's just take a moment of silence. All right. I didn't mention who the faculty are, and I want to do that before we present your hoods, because they will be coming up to help you anyway. Present with us are Dr. Maureen Clancy, our new Director of Clinical Education, has joined Dr. Olga McSorley, the other Director of ClinEd, Dr. Lisa Doyle, Dr. Elka Schomburg, Dr. Teresa O'Neill, Dr. Mary Palema, and Dr. Willow Henry. Dr. Heather King is on Zoom with us. She's in British Columbia. And Dr. Allison Kellish was unable to be with us today. She had 2 graduates this week, one from a doctor of medical school and the other from a doctor of veterinary medicine. So she's attending 2 other doctoral services. All right, so this is why we're here. I would like to call up Elka and Lisa, who will be hooding our folks on the south side of the amphitheater. Will the first row please stand? Christina Anwill, please come forward. Dr. Christina Anwill. Dr. Anna Carolina Arrojo. Dr. Kelly Elizabeth Ashnault. Dr. Nicholas Craig Ayers. We need a platform with a short faculty. No. Dr. Erica Barger. Dr. Alexander Keith Beyer. Dr. Christopher E. Barat. Dr. Noah Harmon Boone. Dr. Edward Adam Borowski. Dr. Nicholas Tucker Bradshaw. Dr. Alicia K. Carter. Dr. Mackenzie Lynn Kavanaugh. Dr. Sarah Ashley Klein. Dr. Leah Ruth Connerty. Dr. Olivia June Cook. Dr. Sonia Karen Cotton. She's hooding herself. Dr. Maggie Deal was unable to be here today. Dr. Abby Jean Duford.
Go for it.
Dr. Joseph Fernicola. Dr. Matthew Colin Gabrielson was unable to join us. Dr. Andrew D. Gallant. Dr. Amanda Lynn Imyak. Dr. Elizabeth Helen Call. Dr. Ryan Kalsa is not joining us because his wife is imminently due with their first child. Dr. Caitlin Joelle Kosis. Dr. Dakota C. Kroll. And we're going to have Dr. Clancy and Dr. O'Neill join us. Dr. Frank Lee. Dr. Jennifer Yurhi Lee. Dr. Jessie Lynn. Dr. Aaron Patricia Lotter. Dr. Todd Douglas McPherson was unable to join us today. Dr. Courtney Kiyomi Mears. It's all right. Dr. Shelby Metz. Dr. Mina McHale was unable to join us, and Dr. Elliot George Moulds was unable to join us. Dr. Catherine Francis Palumba. It's okay. Dr. Adam Gerhan Peng. Dr. Rachel Ann Rhodes. Dr. Elizabeth Maria Rubbo. Dr. Alicia Marie Tavares, who's joining us via Zoom. Dr. Mary Catherine Sizemore. I missed you. Dr. Rachel S. Tebow. Dr. Christopher Michael Tippins. Dr. Brian A. Tranfaglia. Dr. Michelle Tremblay. Dr. John Thomas McGuire Vanderminden. Dr. Aaron Ward. And Dr. Catherine Wire. All right, I'd like to call Dr. Willow Henry up to present one of the awards.
So each year we present an outstanding student award to a graduate who stands out among their peers as a leader. So I would like to invite Dr. Courtney Mears down to accept her award. There's no crying in baseball.
I was like, you're looking right at me.
All right, so I have some nice things to read about you, okay? All right, so from the moment that Courtney arrived on campus, we were impressed by her very cheerful nature, her curiosity, and her unparalleled drive for knowledge. She had a desire to learn, and that went beyond her required coursework. And while a student, she also earned her LSVT BIG certification and a Herman and Wallace pelvic floor level 1 certification as well. She demonstrated consistent academic success in the Doctor of Physical Therapy program and earned a cumulative GPA of 3.98. She is unmatched in her work ethic and dedication both in and out of the classroom. And during her time at Franklin Pierce University, she served as both Physical Therapy Student Association president and a graduate assistant as well, and that is no small feat. She also co-coordinated and participated in a service trip to treat an underserved population in Costa Rica, and all of this while excelling academically. This drive carried out into her clinical rotations, and one of her clinical instructors stated, "She presented herself to work each day prepared, ready to inspire her patients and colleagues, and eager to learn and grow as a clinician. She goes above and beyond to provide exceptional patient care, and she is a role model for our profession. I cannot count the number of times that I have witnessed Courtney go above and beyond. There's no crying in baseball. And Courtney Mears, you really are a one-of-a-kind student. I am beyond thrilled to present the award for Outstanding Student. Congratulations. That's all right. It's all right. Do you want?
All right, I'd like to ask Dr. Olga McSorley to come up and present the next award.
Thank you. Each year, the clinical education faculty chooses one student who has consistently demonstrated exemplary clinical performance during their final year of the DPT program. The transition from didactic learning to clinical performance can be challenging, even in non-pandemic years. This award is based upon information received on their clinical performance instruments and directly from clinical instructors during midterm conferences as well. The student chosen this year consistently rated as beyond expected performance levels on all three of her challenging experiences. The faculty performed midterm calls for all three clinicals and received glowing reports each time from her clinical instructors. At this time, I would like to call up this year's recipient, Dr. Alicia Carter. Hold on to that. And Alicia, when we informed your clinical instructors of this award, they sent me these comments to share with everyone here today. Alicia demonstrated initiative, a commitment to learning, and the resolve to take on new challenges during her clinical experience. Her work ethic and calm demeanor motivate others around her to elevate their own practice. And I am a better clinician because I had the pleasure to act as her instructor. Alicia is a kind, compassionate professional who actively listens and responds to the needs of her patients and delivers care using sound clinical judgment. Her desire for continued learning and ability to apply the knowledge she has learned during her education made her very successful in the rehabilitation of patients. In addition, her professional contributions to the scientific literature are evidenced by submitting the manuscript entitled Barriers and Enablers to Receiving Treatment for Female Urinary Incontinence, a scoping review, to an academic journal that she completed with her peers. As a leader on this project, Alicia demonstrated initiative and resourcefulness. Due to her drive for collaboration on this project, a unique opportunity was created to allow her and her peers to stay engaged during their clinical training in what was a very difficult year, 2020. And finally, Alicia was an exemplary student. She made my job easy as a CI. I was struck by her ability to learn so quickly, both through direct teaching, but also through indirect observation. She provided a compassionate, high-level care to all her patients and was always respectful of patients and other clinicians. She was a joy to be around and is very deserving of this nomination. Having served as a great ambassador of Franklin Pierce University's DPT program, it is with great pleasure that I present this Outstanding Student Clinician of 2021 to Dr. Alicia Carter, as she was able to demonstrate exemplary clinical skills at each of her final clinical experiences. Congratulations, Alicia.
The third and final award is for the Community Service Award. This year, our recipient was unable to attend, and it's going to Dr. Carolyn Meisner. She had over 150 hours of community service while she was a student here. We require 15 hours a year. She also co-coordinated with Courtney the Costa Rica service mission and continues to provide service and did so while she was out on her clinical experiences. All right, I would like Dr. McSorley to return and read the physical therapy oath. I would like all the physical therapists in the room to please stand.
I pledge to hold faithful to my responsibilities as a physical therapist, to use the highest science and art of my profession at all times, to exercise judgment to the highest degree of which I am capable when determining treatment to be offered, to refrain from treating when it will not benefit the patient, to always place the welfare of my patients above my own self-interest. I pledge to uphold and preserve the rights and esteem of every person placed in my care, to hold all confidence and trust, to exercise all aspects of my calling with dignity and honor, and commit myself to the highest ideals of service, learning, and the pursuit of knowledge. These things I do swear.
And Dr. Altabello.
Before we conclude the ceremony, I would like, you guys can all sit down. Before we conclude the ceremony, I want to remind the graduates to remain in your seats. The platform party will recess, and then you will be able to take as many pictures as you wish, okay? Commencement season is my favorite time in the academic calendar. It is the time when we celebrate the culmination of roads that have brought us, all the graduates, to this milestone in our lives. Mine at my time, yours at yours. I want to congratulate the new doctors. I also want to recognize all those who have supported the students throughout the journey and join us virtually today to share this celebration. I was in Manchester that morning of August 27 of 2018 when you set foot in this campus for the first time. At that time when you were beginning your journey, I saw you fill the classrooms, the labs, the halls with noise that is like music to my ears. I saw you work until late at night. I saw you prepare to go to Costa Rica on your service trip and show enormous amount of resilience when the program went remote. While I'm proud that of your hard work brought you to this day and understand it's time to leave the nest, I will miss your friendliness and your enthusiasm. This is my advice. Celebrate this day with all those who have supported you, and when the road ahead seems steep, I hope you remember this moment and the reason why you went into this profession, and find the strength to face the challenges that you will certainly encounter. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Franklin Pierce University, congratulations to the class of 2021 on reaching this milestone, and I am very proud of you. So. Now, everyone, please rise.
Congratulations.